Good morning. It's the 19th of November, 2025. I find it entertaining that the BBC are saying, you can't find us because you're finding the British public. No, we're not. We're finding you. The government funds you and the government were involved. So you'll pay. And if you have to sell your buildings and not be able to do the things you did before, the British public shouldn't be penalised for your mistakes. The British public trusted you to tell the truth. You lied. You got caught. You pay the fine, not the British public. And don't go to them demanding an increase in licence fee, because they will reject it and they will stop paying the licence fee. The British public deserve the truth and expect the truth. You've said for years, you can trust us. Sadly, you've proven to the world, not just to the British public, you are not trustworthy. Good morning, Drew. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, guys. I'm going to jump into my first story of the morning. After Charlie Kirk's death, Candace Owens claims multiple foreign governments, intelligence agencies, religious groups and online communities were involved. A podcast segment called Operation Mocking Plane alleges that Egyptian aircraft tracked Erica Kirk several dozen times, and Candace Owens has suggested possible involvement from foreign intelligence, political donors and youth online groups. Some versions also attempt to link the situation of older Epstein-related theories. Owens has implied that Erica Kirk may hold significant information and a larger role at TP USA following Charlie's death.
This is a very important point, and I would urge every one of you to listen to Candace Owens and to listen to Tucker Carlson and to listen to certain people right now who are being given drips of information like I was given 4 or 5 years ago. They didn't tell me everything. They just said, have a look at this, Charlie. Have a look at this. And don't think for one moment that Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson are not being pointed in the right direction. I will tell you from knowledge, factual knowledge, that they are being pointed in the right direction to expose how corrupt things really are. Now, some people will say, well, is it the White House? Some people will say, is it God? I'll let you decide. Paul.
Well, big news out of Washington. The US House has overwhelmingly voted to force the Department of Justice to release all unclassified files related to Jeffrey Epstein. This comes just one day after President Trump reversed course and told Republicans to back the move. The vote passed 427 to 1, though the Justice Department can still withhold anything that might affect ongoing investigations. The resolution now heads to the Senate, where its future is still unclear. The Epstein files continue to spark political battles, and now we may finally see more of what's inside.
Well, just for the record, I've known for a long time there are two sets of Epstein files. One is real and one is fake. The Democrats hold the fake set. This is why Pam Bondi and Kash Patel said there was no Epstein files, to try and provoke the Democrats to go, we've got them here. This is all part of the pantomime. This is all part of the flushing out of the old system. Now they've been caught faking the Epstein files to try and get rid of them. They're caught between a rock and a hard place. They've fallen into the trap. So the Epstein files will be released, but now the real ones will be released. Drew.
Well, as the momentum of the exposure is getting bigger and bigger, states are pushing geoengineering bans and advocates want answers, and HHS under RFK Jr. is now at the centre of a national debate over government transparency in environmental policy. Federal agencies insist there's nothing there. Millions of Americans want independent verification. This conversation isn't going anywhere.
Well, this is a very important story because geoengineering is being admitted in public now, there's still certain people trying to deny it because they realise that they are involved in genocide. The implications of what they're doing, they've been caught. This is all part of the World Economic Forum's agenda. Depopulation. Whether it's big pharma, whether it's big tech, whether it's 5G, whether it's geoengineering, whatever it is, it's all part of the population reduction agenda. Now, if you believe in the population being overpopulated, you obviously don't believe in God. Very, very clear. Because God created life. God created you. And I'll tell you right now, God didn't make a mistake. He never made one. So if you believe there's too many people on the planet, you're saying that God made a mistake. You need to look inside. When you realise that God didn't make one mistake, then you'll realise this whole agenda is from the other side. And without knowing it, you've been supporting the other side because you haven't thought it through. You haven't thought through that God created life. God gave every man and woman and child life. And you think he made a mistake? He needs to think again. Paul.
President Trump has rolled out full red carpet luxury at the White House as he hosted Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The two leaders celebrated massive US-Saudi investments, new defense agreements. Trump praised MBS as a fantastic leader, while both sides highlighted billion-dollar tech and military partnerships. The visit signals a major tightening of ties between Washington and Riyadh, with more deals expected ahead. Charlie, something like $200 billion has already been pledged to the US. The money's coming in thick and fast.
It is, and this is also a very, very important strategic move. It shows that the United States of America is now aligning with Saudi Arabia and disaligning with Israel. This is a very big shift in the region. I've worked in the Middle East for 25 years, and most people know that Israel has had the United States by the short and curlies, like that, for many years. Those days are over. Now, the level playing field is being negotiated between the US and Saudi Arabia. Israel are not invited to that party, but it will level out the whole of the Middle East. And what it will do is it will bring to an end the endless wars that have been created by Israel, whether you like it or not, whether they participated or funded it or provoked it. Those days of war are coming to an end, and you can look forward to living in a peaceful world. I leave you with that on the 19th of November, 2025. We'll see you this evening on the Insiders Club. Have a wonderful day.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Noble Gold